This is the moment when Russian missile hit the residential building in Ukraine tonight. It happened about 4 a.m. when people were just sleeping in their beds. It was still dark. It was about 4 a.m. The 9th-floor residential building was damaged. The whole section of the building collapsed, and many people were killed by this attack, this terrorist attack. This woman is showing her damaged home after the attack. Right after the attack, she is covered with blood. This was her bedroom where she was sleeping, and in the next room, that is the children's room, her 2 children were sleeping here. On the personal level, it's very hard for me to see this particular video because her apartment inside looks so much like my home, and I just remember how I was hiding with my children in the corridor and I heard this missile, these horrible sounds, and I was just hoping that these missiles will not hit my home, and if we are in the corridor, then we will not be hurt by the broken glass. And I put this armored tape on the windows to keep them. And I also was thinking that if the missile would hit my apartment directly, then at least we will not have any chances to survive, but at least I was hoping death will be fast and with no pain. In total, Russia launched 23 cruise missiles from its strategic aircrafts, Tu-95, and they were launching these attacks from the Caspian Sea, from the territory of Russia, deep territory of Russia. They are safely sending death towards Ukraine and destruction from their territory. For now, we know that more than 20 people were killed. This is how many bodies were found so far under the debris, but the rescue operation continues. We hope that there will be no more bodies found. And in this video, I'd like to show you the National Dendrological Park Sofiivka in the town of Uman. This is Uman. This is like the city in the center of Ukraine. And let me just explain you what Uman is. Uman is one of the most beautiful cities of Ukraine. Before this full-scale invasion, when I was pregnant with Darina, I made a video about the park in Uman. It's like our national arboretum over there. It's very beautiful. A lot of trees and nice sculptures. It's a beautiful park to walk, it's such a beautiful place. This proves one more time that there is no safe place in Ukraine, there is nowhere safe, and that Russia can hit anything at any time, and they just do not stop. Now, not only Uman was hit, also a lot of the missiles, about half of them, of these 23 missiles, they were flying towards the capital of Ukraine, towards Kyiv. Kyiv has probably the very strong air defense for now, so there were no destructions in the city, luckily. Some debris of the missiles that were hit by our air defense still fell on the city and caused some minor destructions, like electricity lines were damaged and also the road. And that happened in my neighborhood in Kyiv, in the place where I lived with my family before we became refugees and came to America. Also, a residential building in the suburbs of Kyiv was damaged. There were 2 apartments that were almost destroyed. A 13-year-old girl was injured and she was taken to the hospital. Another city that was targeted is Dnipro. It's also in the center of Ukraine. There, a woman was killed with her 3-year-old child. I keep telling to myself, don't even wonder what Russians think about it, but I can't help it, because you still as a human being, you believe in common sense. So, hey Russians, what do you think about that? About killing these innocent civilian people? What do you think? And the reaction of the what the Ministry of the Defense of Russia posted is this. They say, right in the target. So, hitting the 9th floor residential building, killing dozens of civilians, that is right. That is a Russian reaction. How can you negotiate with this criminal who every day, who kills people and has no shame? Russia has no shame. That means they will do this tomorrow, and they will keep doing it as long as they are able to do that. Yesterday, the Minister of Defense of Russia was in India meeting the Minister of Defense of China over there. What did he tell them? He said, look, it's fine. We just shell Ukraine with the missiles and they can stop us. Come and join. We are powerful. No one can stop us. Do we want it to be truth? No, and here I just want to repeat the words that my president, Volodymyr Zelensky, said after this attack, that the response of the world should be very strong to these attacks. On my behalf, what I think what the response should be is more sanctions and more weapons. Because this is the only way how we can stop Russia. Common sense does not work. Arguments do not work. They keep killing, they keep destroying, they have no shame. The only way how to stop Russia is for Russia to lose the ability to destroy and to lose the ability to kill. Russia behaves like a terrorist. Negotiations do not work with a terrorist. Negotiations are not happening with a criminal. The criminal has to go to jail so that the society can be safe, so that he cannot hurt people anymore. So Russia has to be stopped. The leaders who commit these crimes have to be stopped and imprisoned. They have to be punished. They have to lose the ability to kill and destroy. We have to save the world from these insane terrorists. This is not the world where we want to live in, where this kind of thing is normal, where it's permitted to be, where it's okay. No, it's not okay in the 21st century just to send missiles to the cities and kill people. It's not okay. It's wrong. We are the global community. We are the united world, and we want this world to be a good place to live in, where we respect each other, where there is peace and cooperation. But we do not tolerate violence. We can tolerate many things, but we do not tolerate violence and terrorism, these kind of things.